Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking all things skincare. A lot of you guys have noticed that there has been an improvement on my skin, so I wanted to take this time to talk about skin products that I've been liking, what I'm not liking, what I recommend, what you shouldn't even try or even look at. I do want to clarify that this video is not focused on products to help reduce acne, although I will touch on that, but a lot of these products are more so to help balance my skin because the medication that I use for treating my acne has definitely changed my skin type. So to counter all the side effects from that medication, I have tried a bunch of different products. I also wanted to say that some of these products I bought and then some of these products were sent to me, but this video is not sponsored by any of the products that I'm going to be talking about today. And since we're talking about skincare today, I thought it would be best fitting to not wear any makeup today. So this is what my skin looks like as of currently. No filter, no trick editing. This is my skin in its raw form. Embrace it. So I'm not really sure how I want to approach this because I have a lot of skincare. Like, hold on. You can see I have a lot of products to go through. I am a little bit of a skincare junkie. Whenever I really like something, I buy a lot of it. Hence why I have so many foundations versus any other product in my drawer. Same thing with dogs. I have 2 of my own and yet I'm constantly fostering and bringing in more dogs into this house. So that's just who I am. So I think I want to break it down to my morning routine and my nighttime routine, and then let's just see how that goes. So in the morning, the first thing I do is I cleanse my face. So I use the Dermalogica Special Cleansing Gel. This is the travel size, obviously. So I use this day and night, and I really like this because a little bit goes a really long way. It has a really nice lather to it. I don't find that it irritates my skin at all. I am the type of person where I am a little bit sensitive to skincare. I will usually know by day 2 or 3 when my skin doesn't like a product. Right around my nose and like right in this area, it will get red, and if I put lotion or something on top of it, it will sting. But I've been using this for a couple weeks now and I'm really enjoying this. And then another thing you should also know is that even when I really like a product, I am not the type of person that repurchases the same product, even if I really like it. Like I said, I love skincare, so I constantly want to try new things. So even when I really like something, when I'm done with a bottle, I move on to the next thing because I'm sure there's also other really great things out there as well. So this is what my current flavor of the month is, and I'm really liking this. And then after that, I have been using the Glixie. I literally combined Glow and Pixie and I made Glixie. After the cleanser, I will use the Pixie Glow Tonic and I'll just use a cotton round and then I'll just apply it to my face. If I'm feeling really lazy, you know, I wake up at 6 o'clock every single day to get ready for work because I leave at 7. Sometimes if I'm feeling lazy, I'll just skip this and I'll go only in with this. This just really helps me pick up the impurities and the dirt that may have accumulated on my skin when I was sleeping at night. Again, I don't find, you know what, I'm just gonna say this right now, none of the products that I use irritate my skin, so I don't have to keep saying that. So sometimes if I'm really lazy in the morning, I will just clean my face with this and then, you know, moisturizer and then my makeup. But I also really like to use this at the end of the day in the makeup removal process. I will get to that step at the evening portion of this video. So to sum up, these two, specifically this one, is what I will use in the morning to prep my skin. As far as serums go, I like serums. I like the theory of serums. I do think that serums work on me. However, I feel like having a serum under my makeup makes the makeup not last as long. So on the days that I do not wear makeup, these are the following serums that I use. The first one is the Glow Recipe Guava Vitamin C Dark Spot Serum. This is supposed to brighten and even tone. I will admit, all the Glow Recipe things I'm gonna be talking about right now, I've only been using for about a week and a half. So Glow Recipe is gonna be the only product in here where I like it, but it's also like in that probation period with me right now. So I've been using this. I've been switching this with the Avocado Ceramide Recovery Serum. I've been alternating between these two to help with the redness and scarring on my cheeks. The last time that I went to my dermatologist, she said that if my skin continued to improve, we could do like this needling laser situation on my face to help reduce all of this. And I was all for that. And then she said the price, which was $2,300. I was a lot taken aback, but I tried to keep a straight face like, yes. Maybe. And then she hit me with, oh, also, unfortunately, insurance will not cover that procedure. And from then on, I knew in my head I would not be getting that because $2,300? That is just crazy pants. And who knows if that's even gonna work. Like maybe I might need another session, you know what I mean? So no thank you. So I'm hoping, I feel like these are doing something just because I feel like this is not nearly as red as it once was. It's definitely fading. But like I said, I think I like these, but these are new to the collection, so they're in the probation period. But before I was using the Glow Recipe serums, I was using a couple from The Ordinary. I have the niacinamide and the hyaluronic acid. I'm gonna be honest, even though I'm gonna definitely finish this up, these two products are one of those things where it's like, is this doing anything to my skin? Like I'm putting it on, my skin feels fine, my skin feels healthy, but it's like, is it because of this or is it because my skin be like that? More than anything, I think the reason why I bought these serums, it was during a time where everyone was like really into skincare and saying like, oh my god, hyaluronic acid and niacinamide and sunscreen, like those are all so amazing for your skin. So I'm like, oh, I should probably incorporate that then. So I bought it for that reason. But is this doing anything? I don't know. But is it not doing anything? I also don't know. But just like the other serums, the one by Glow Recipe, these I also do not recommend under makeup. All of these I wear on no makeup days. I also want to make it very clear that I do not apply these one after the other. So I used these originally. You can see how low they are. They're at like 40%. And then Glow Recipe sent me these. So I kind of put the ordinary stuff in the back burner because I was really excited about new skincare. So as of right now, I'm alternating between these two. But before that, I was alternating between these two. So then after whatever serum I decide to choose for that day, then comes sunscreen. So my favorite one that I use pretty much 95% of the time is the Biosense Squalene and Zinc Sheer Mineral Sunscreen. This has SPF 30, but I really like how thin this is and it doesn't leave any type of white cast. I actually don't have any sunscreen on my face right now. So this is one of the thinner formulas that I've ever tried. And another nice thing, not that it is a deal breaker to me, but for some people this is a bonus. It doesn't smell like sunscreen. It actually has very little fragrance. So this is the one that I use most often. If you are looking for a cheaper alternative, I really like the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Face Cream. This has SPF 30 as well, and hyaluronic acid and peptide complex. So skincare infused with your sunscreen, which is awesome. It is way cheaper. I did wish that they had like a little, like a spatula thing to dip into this. So that is the one drawback, but because it is so much more affordable, I can live with it. Just like the Biosense one, it doesn't really have that strong SPF smell as well. It doesn't leave a white cast. The only thing that's different is this one is a thicker formula. So with the Biosense, usually I'll wait like 30 seconds and then I can put on my makeup. Whereas this one, maybe you want to do your eyes first or something, because this needs a little bit more time to sink into the skin. So that is the only difference, but I've been really liking this one as well. As far as sunscreens that I do not like, the Ordinary sunscreen with SPF 30 and antioxidants, don't waste your time on it. It's a little thick for my taste, which I could get past. However, the white cast, here we go. You see, it's like turning white and purple at the same time. It just completely changes your face. So if you're wearing makeup on top of this, I don't think it's a big deal. But on the days that I don't wear makeup, I mean, like I only did eyes down and you can see it. So for that, I do not like this one. Why did I put so much? I could have just did that on the back of my hand and that would have been that. I didn't have to like put so much on to prove my point. So the next product I want to talk about, this has nothing to do, it's still skincare, but it doesn't have any benefits like helping your skin in any way. But it's the Isle of Paradise Self-Tanning Drops for face and body. As you know, often my face is lighter than the rest of my body because I'm wearing makeup, and I often exfoliate my face, you know, at least once a week. And I also add sunscreen every single day to my face and my neck. So having a lighter face than the rest of my body is quite common to me. So whenever I want to balance that out, I will take a couple drops of this and I will mix it with whatever moisturizer I am using that day, and then I just let it do its thing. You will see that in a couple hours it will gradually add a tan to your face. On me at least, it doesn't pull, you know, very green. It's more like a golden bronze situation. It says add 1 to 12 drops. I usually add, I don't know, like 4, and after about 4 or 5 hours I take it off, because anything more, one time I left it on the whole day and my face was darker than the rest of my body and it was weird. So you want to be a little bit careful of that. By the way, I use medium because there's multiple. There's like dark, medium, and I believe light. So I used medium. But I do like to use this every once in a while with my moisturizer. It does say to mix it with your moisturizer. That's why I keep talking about it, to help me match the rest of my body. So that is my skin prep for the beginning of the day. So just to reiterate, I use both of these, but if I'm lazy, I will just use this. If I am not wearing makeup, I will put on a serum. It will be one of these. But if I am wearing makeup, skip the step, and then afterwards, sunscreen. But if I'm not wearing makeup, every once in a while, I will add self-tanning drops. So hopefully that helps you kind of conceptualize my process. It's a lot of products, but like I said, it really depends whether or not I'm wearing makeup that day. So let's assume that after the skin prep, I decided to wear makeup, I wore it all day, I'm coming home and I'm taking it off. The first step is the cleansing balm. I'm currently using the Juno Skin Clean 10 Cleansing Balm. I love this stuff. I think it was someone else in the comments that recommended this to me. Thank you. You can see I'm almost done and I have another one ready. Like I said, I don't repurchase the same product. So the next balm that I'm using is going to be the Good Molecules one. But I really like this one. The last cleansing balm I used was the Pharmacy Green Cleansing Balm. I bought it at Sephora. It is expensive, but it is so good. And this one works just like that, but it's a different scent. So that one was more of a cucumbery mint smell. And I love balms that like feel oily and greasy, but the minute you wash your face, it doesn't feel like that at all. It just feels like that, only like that slick feeling while you're taking off your makeup. And then once you rinse it off, it just feels like your skin. It doesn't feel there's this film of oil on your face. I felt that way about the Patrick Star One Size Go Off spray. I really like the way it removed my makeup, but I felt like I used so much cleanser afterwards to try to remove the spray film off my face. Whereas this one, I mean, I still recommend that you go in with a cleanser, but your skin doesn't feel like you need one, but you should. But it feels as if you got everything off. So I really like this one. The scent from this one is like an orangey tangerine smell. I really like the smell of this one, but like I said, I also really liked the Pharmacy one that I had before this one. This one's just cheaper. This one's $15, whereas that one, I had the mini size and I think that was $18. Both are really good, but this one is more affordable. So the cleansing balm is the first step to remove all my makeup. Of course, it gets the bulk of the makeup off. And then afterwards is when I will use a cleanser. So I will either use this Dermalogica cleansing gel again, or I alternate between this one and the Dermalogica Daily Micro Exfoliant. This is a really interesting product. I'd never had anything like this before. It looks like little granules of sand. I don't want to pour it out because every little bit is special to me. But what I do is I make my hand kind of damp and then I pour this out and then it's like sandy and it just makes it turn into a paste. And then that's when I will exfoliate my face, and it's pretty gentle. It doesn't hurt. It says you can use this every single day. I don't. Like I said, I alternate between these two, but I do really like using this to kind of just like slough and exfoliate my face really gently. As far as cleansers that I do not like, I don't like the Ordinary. I'm sorry, I'm just like really bashing the Ordinary today. I do not like the Ordinary Squalene cleanser. And I went through the whole bottle too because I am not wasteful, all right? I like cleansers that have a pretty good lather to them. I didn't feel like this one did. Even if I used a lot, it felt like, you know, when you put toothpaste on your toothbrush and then you put water on it and then the toothpaste just like falls off in a glob. I felt like that was what was happening with this cleanser. I would put a glob on my face and then I would put it on and it would never lather, and then when I would release, the globs of cleanser would just kind of come off. It didn't really lather too much. And also it says makeup remover. It is not. Even when I would have light makeup days and I would just have some mascara and you could see like the black smudges, I would focus this on the eyes. When I'd wipe my face, I would still see the black mascara residue. So it didn't really do a good job of removing the residual mascara or makeup that I had. So it didn't even do a good job on that. The lather is really bad. Seeing as I went through an entire tube, how many ounces is this? 5.07 ounces. So I really committed to this hard. So I can tell you with full certainty that this is not worth getting. So after the cleanser is when I will go again with the Pixi Glow Tonic to remove any other residual makeup that I can't see that may have been missed or overlooked. And then after this step is when I would usually do another serum again. So it'll be one of the serums that I talked about before, either the Glow Recipe, the Ordinary, and it's always a different one than I used in the morning. So if I use this one in the morning, I'll use this one at night, you know, just to make sure that I'm getting as many benefits as possible. And then after that step, I moisturize. I'm just using up the Curology moisturizer. I really enjoy this moisturizer just because it is thin and it absorbs into the face really quickly. This is also a really good day moisturizer as well. I wish they came out with one that was this thin with SPF because I think this is a really nice moisturizer. But if you don't care about, you know, SPF, sunscreen, all that stuff, this is kind of the only one I can recommend because the other ones that I'm thinking of are not cruelty-free, and I really would like to stick within cruelty-free. So this is the only one that I've tried that I can recommend as of right now. And then at night is when I take my acne medication. So I've said this a couple times, but I am on Bactrim. I originally tried doxycycline and it did absolutely nothing to me. My skin had no change, so she switched me to Bactrim and I saw results within that week. So I'm currently on that. At first I was taking it twice a day and then I noticed an improvement within a couple days. So then I weaned myself off without the doctor telling me. I started doing it once a day, and then now I'm at a point where I do it every couple days. She said that I could split the pills, but the pills are really hard to split. So I just do it every couple days and that works just fine for me. So I would say that Bactrim is a huge reason why my acne has improved so much. So all the products that I mentioned, they are my day-to-days, but there are products that I use once or twice a week. Actually, it's just the one. It's the Ordinary AHA and BHA peeling solution. I have talked about this before. Now the Ordinary is redeeming itself because this is the only noticeable product from the Ordinary where I see a difference. Before I started my acne medication, this was a godsend, and it still is. If you have severe acne, this really helps speed up the acne process from the time that you see it forming to the time that it actually dies down. Usually that time for me, it can range in between a week or a month, depending on how bad the acne is. This speeds up that entire process. If it usually takes you a week, it'll take you a couple days. If it takes you a month, it'll take you a week or 2 weeks. I have said this before and I will say it again, but do not apply this to open acne. I had to learn it the hard way because it stung like a mother. When you wash your face and there's acne, obviously you open it and then it's like bleeding and it's like a whole situation. I know, I get it. Do not put this on right after. Wait like an hour or two when that shit clots. So that way when it goes over, it doesn't sting as bad, because regardless, this will sting and it will feel like hell. But thankfully you only have to wear it for 10 minutes. The stinging fades after like 3 or 4 minutes. It goes by fast. So even though I don't really break out nearly as often or at all at this point, I still really like using this because the acne medication that I use, it has dried out my skin a little bit. Not when I wear makeup. For some reason, no matter what my skin is feeling that day, whether it's dry or oily, whatever, as soon as I put makeup on top of it, my skin resets to oily. I don't know how to explain it. This has just really helped balance my face as a whole. It's one of those things where you hate putting it on, but as soon as you take it off, it's like your face feels like a phoenix rising from the ashes. I originally was using this twice a week, but now that my skin's a little bit better, I use this once a week. And that is it, guys. These are the current skincare products that I am using. I also wanted to stress that I haven't done anything different diet-wise. I am still eating the same things, you know, like I'm not like eating cleaner or anything like that. I'm still eating whatever I want to eat. I have not changed my diet. I have not cut anything out or restricted anything in any way, shape, or form. So I know for a fact that the things that have been really helping my skin is my skincare routine and of course my medication, which I don't know if that counts as skincare, but whatever. But I hope that this video was helpful, insightful, or at least entertaining. And if it was, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and feel free to comment down below what other types of videos you'd like to see from me. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. I would love to see you come back. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.